Hello everyone. This is an update about the lava flow in Hawaii. 12 people refuse and they don't want to leave the island. Here's the update. Lady has a whole lot to tell you and it's very important. Hope none of your family is there.
Lava entered Green Lake at about 10 a.m. yesterday, June 2nd, forming a large steam plume, and by 1:30 p.m., lava had apparently filled the lake and boiled off all of the water. At 7 a.m. today, the flow front had entered Kapoho Beach lots and was about 500 yards from the ocean. We estimate that the flow front is moving roughly 250 feet per hour, but be advised that
Did you hear how powerful the lava is? It entered a lake. All the water went out of the lake. She said Kapoho Lake. Let me make sure. Let me get her to say that one more time. Roll it back a little bit.
or highways 132 and 137. Finally, in the Lower East Rift Zone, there was a weakly active flow from Fissure 16, but it has not advanced far beyond the vent. At the summit of Kilauea, earthquake activity was low and ash emissions from the Halema.
Alright, here we go. Okay, starting again at the beginning.
Homes and businesses are gone, and anything that survives here will be cut off from the rest of the island. Residents packed up what they could before the lava arrived.
Good morning, everyone. This is the morning HVO Kilauea update for June 3rd. Fountaining at Fissure 8 continues and is feeding lava flow that's wrapped around the Kapoho crater to the north and has entered the vacation land neighborhood. Lava entered Green Lake at about 10 a.m. yesterday, June 2nd, forming a large steam plume, and by 1:30 p.m., lava had apparently filled the lake and boiled off all of the water. At 7 a.m.
It's Green Lake. Green Lake. And anyone familiar with that? Hope no family members stay behind, because listen to this.
Today, the flow front had entered Kapoho Beach lots and was about 500 yards from the ocean. We estimate that the flow front is moving roughly 250 feet per hour, but be advised that this could become faster or slower at any time. There's now no access to vacation land, Kapoho, or highways 132 and 137. Finally, in the Lower East Rift Zone, there was a weakly active flow from Fissure 16, but it has not advanced far beyond the vent. At the summit of Kilauea, earthquake activity was low and ash emissions from the Halemaumau crater were weak. However, gas emissions remain high and we expect small explosive events to continue, which could drop ash downwind of the crater. Thank you.
National Guard troops, police, and firefighters ushered the last group of evacuees from homes on the eastern tip of Hawaii's Big Island early Saturday, hours before creeping lava from the Kilauea volcano severed road access to the area, officials said. A stream of lava as wide as 3 football fields flowed over a highway near a key junction on the outskirts of Kapoho, a seaside community of
A stream of lava as wide as 3 football fields. That's really wide, and it's tall too. It's taller than some people stand.
private homes and vacation rentals rebuilt after a destructive eruption of Kilauea in 1960. The lava flow left Kapoho and the adjacent development of Vacationland cut off from the rest of the island by road, according to the Hawaii County Civil Defense Agency. Also, lava destroyed a freshwater lake, boiling away all of the water in it, the Hawaiian Volcano Observatory reported late Saturday, local time. Lava entered Green Lake within Kapoho crater.
Did you see the car tires? Somebody squealed to get out of their yard. It's not a joke, not a thing to play with. Some people like to wait till the last minute, but it's best not to wait. Getting hurt, causing others to get hurt. People have to rescue you. It's not what is cracked up to be all this waiting around for the last minute.
Producing a large steam plume. A Hawaiian County Fire Department overflight reported that the lava filled the lake and apparently evaporated all the water, the report said. Authorities since Wednesday had been urging residents of the area to leave before lava spewing from a volcanic fissure at the eastern foot of Kilauea reached the area. On Hawaii's Big Island, about a dozen people who ignored evacuation orders are now surrounded by flowing lava. Their only way out will be by helicopter. A huge lava front is consuming everything in its path. Massive amounts of molten rock, an unstoppable force of nature.
Do they have the communications? Is the communication up so that they can get the helicopter to them? Where would be their pickup spot? That's the question.
From the air, Leilani Estates has changed dramatically over the last 4 weeks. Where there were once homes and a thriving community, there are now just rivers of lava with no end in sight. The landscape here has changed permanently. In the community of Kapaho, authorities had been anticipating that the lava would get there for days. The area is known as Four Corners because it's the intersection of 2 major highways. Lava has covered it all. There is nothing left, and with it, the 2 major escape routes for people in this community. On the ground in Leilani Estates, lava is still taking out homes. The final phase of the evacuation was carried out late Friday and early Saturday by fire and police department personnel, with help from the Hawaii National Guard and Public Works teams, County Civil Defense spokeswoman Janet Snyder told Reuters by email. An estimated 500 people live in the greater Kapaho area, but Snyder said it was not immediately clear how many residents, if any, chose to stay behind.
It was not immediately clear. Now they say 12 stayed behind. Those 12 must have communications. But when are they going to be picked up?
Another 2,000 people have been evacuated from the Leilani Estates subdivision, an area further west, where dozens of homes have been devoured or cut off by rivers of red-hot molten rock streaming over the landscape since May 3rd. For those whose homes have been unscathed, the prolonged strain of uncertainty has grown increasingly difficult. We're waiting.
Did you see the lava? How high it was shooting up in the air? A 2 or 3 or 4-story house don't have nothing on. The power from the lava coming up out of the ground, and that's not even at the volcano site itself. This is rivers miles away. Miles away.
For Pele to make the decision, said Steve Kirkpatrick,
Let's
a
watch that
retired
one more
mailman
time.
and 14-year by rivers of red-hot
look at
molten rock
that.
streaming
Oh my
over the
God.
landscape since May 3rd.
Now I'm finally
For
in the
those
picture.
whose
I didn't
homes
see
have
it
been
at first.
unscathed, the prolonged strain of uncertainty has
It's really
grown
strange.
increasingly
Oh my
difficult.
God, look at that.
We're waiting for Pele to make the decision, said
The power of a volcano. We studied this in school. Everyone is expected to study geography. I remember, geography. And so that when we get out into the world, we'll know where we at. We had to learn about these things. And now, check it out. The power behind, I could not even see it, behind the lava flow. It's scary. It's very scary, and it's no joke. And I wouldn't tell you in no situation, I don't care what it is, if they say get out, get out. Why? For one thing, you're saving yourself. You can see somewhere new that's actually you can thrive. You can live there. You can live there
Steve
for a moment
Kirkpatrick,
and save
a
yourself.
retired mailman and
This is something about a retired mailman. Let's listen. I'll go back 1 second.
Another 2,000 people have been evacuated from the Leilani Estates subdivision, an area further west, where dozens of homes have been devoured or cut off by rivers of red-hot molten rock streaming over the landscape since May 3rd. For those whose homes have been unscathed, The prolonged strain of uncertainty has grown increasingly difficult. We're waiting for Pele to make the decision, said Steve Kirkpatrick, a retired mailman and 14-year resident of Leilani Estates, referring to the volcano goddess of Hawaiian myth. His home was still intact but in harm's way.
Did you hear that? Goddess of Hawaiian myth? If it's such a myth, why are they saying, what is Pele's decision? They know there is a powerful force, a God behind all of this. Some people stay behind because of material things. Material things can be replaced. Methane gas is in the air. Think about it. It could flow anywhere across that island. And I would not want to be in the path of something that's going to take my breath and life. But some people have a materialistic view of things. Yes, I love a whole lot of things, but nothing is so special that I don't want to be here next few seconds, minutes, hours, days. Look at that.
You go for 3 weeks and you think everything is fine, and then you can still lose your house, Kirkpatrick told Reuters as he and his wife, Kathy, ventured back to their...
Did you hear that? He went for 3 weeks thinking everything is fine. No, it's not fine. I mean, sure, it's fine. You know what? Everything is really fine, mostly when we think it's not going to come our way. But check it out. How's it fine when it finally gets there? And it's more powerful than you can handle. That's not fine at all. But this is for this man to decide. Men, women, I hope no children are left behind. If you're going to do anything, leave those little ones out of it.
Community to help friends move out. As the lava expands, so has the anxiety, she said. The low, jet-like sound of lava spouting from the ground audible in the distance. Lava was not the only challenge posed by the eruption.
I'm thinking, look at that. It's very sneaky. It'll make me watch everything, because if the heat is not there, you don't feel the heat. I'm telling you this, you don't want to be around something like that. It's flowing under these items. I'm sure that it has burned. We can't see it. Some type of way made a path through there, and it doesn't look good at all. Take care to be careful. Observe your surroundings and know that these things are going on in the world.
Sulfur dioxide gas emissions have created an additional hazard. So too have airborne volcanic glass fibers, called Pele's hair, wispy strands produced by lava fountains and carried aloft by the wind. One resident, Nancy Avery, said the glass strands hurt like paper cuts, slicing into her fingers and feet, toes exposed because she wore only sandals. She tried to pick up a strand, but it just kind of melted into my skin and cut me. It's so sharp, it feels like the glass is still in there. The lava itself,
Let's understand this about the glass strands. Some things we were never told about before until this.
Said the glass posed by the eruption.
A lady named Nancy did what?
Toxic sulfur dioxide gas emissions have created an additional hazard. So too have airborne volcanic glass fibers, called Pele's hair, wispy strands produced by lava fountains and carried aloft by the wind. One resident, Nancy Avery, said the glass strands hurt like paper cuts, slicing into her fingers and feet, toes exposed because
Wow, it's producing glass strands that's in the air, and it's so sharp that it cuts. Why? Oh, I see. People waited because they had no idea these things could happen, would happen, and will go on if you wait for it.
She wore only sandals. She tried to pick up a strand, but it just kind of melted into my skin and cut me. It's so sharp, It feels like the glass is still in there.
I remember in class, we won't talk directly about Pele's hair, but in reading books and things and learning about Hawaii or learning about the god of nature, Pele in Hawaii, um, it was something about Pele's hair. So now I see what it is. It's not like Pele's hair on her head. It's like, hey, it's say your dog, your cat is shedding hair. And okay, Pele's hair is different from the hair you would think. It's glass strands, and those glass strands cut. Okay, now that's deep. That is deep. I just came to that conclusion with just a thought. Think of a shedding dog.
The lava itself, extruded from about 24 fissures.
Like I said, think of a shedding dog or cat. And Pele's hair is actually solid. It's not like brushed, taken care of, moisture, or just natural flowing hair. It's glass strands in the air that cut. And you know that's sharp. It's not even hurricane winds and it's cutting. Oh my goodness.
That opened on the slope of Kilauea's eastern rift zone earlier this month has also knocked out telephone and power lines and forced the shutdown of a geothermal energy plant. Lava burned 2 buildings at the plant, a substation and a warehouse that stored a drilling rig on the property, officials said.
Look at this. It is showing the destruction of the lava, but they can really get off of this. I don't like that scene. It's so ugly, but that's what it does. It takes over everything that it can consume in its path. So the people there hope they can get out. Oh, look at that flowing. It's coming up out of the lava that's actually trying to dry off the air. It's not giving it a chance to dry. It's actually moving. It's moving as far as it can go. And it's going to keep on until nature takes its course. Let's hope it be soon. There's nothing man can do. You can't spray it down. You can't do anything. All the thing it do is get out of its path and wait. You can't do anything. You can't send anything at it. No missiles. You can't stop it like a forest fire. Dig a trench. If it want to fill that trench, want to jump that trench, it's going to do what it want to do. Look at that. Nothing. Flat land, highland. It's not saying anything stopped it. As long as it's got power behind it. It's actually not stopping because it's liquefied. Liquefied fire. Wow. To get to see it is strange because some volcanoes don't erupt for thousands of years, hundreds of years, really. Look at that. Look. If all that was waiting, let's pray that no one was around there when it started. Maybe it seemed from a distance and could get away. I don't want to know those details if it was really that bad. Look at that. It's made its own path. It's unpredictable. No one knew where it was going to go, so they had to clear the area. Clear it anyway for the methane gas, the lava. Well, that's the end of that. And let's pray that Hawaii will get relief real soon. and the rest of the world with it, always. How can I wake up myself? I don't understand that message, so I'm gonna leave that alone. I cannot wake up myself, so that's like something you're not supposed to deal with if you don't understand.